So I am back. So I am so excited. I think I finally figured out a good balance for school and everything else. I just wanted to say, I don't know what day I'm editing this, but I really love Fire Friday. I'm gonna keep the fireplace because it's got the pumpkins. I got my pumpkin decorations and I got the orange lights and stuff like that, so I'm really excited about Halloween. As you can see, I actually made these earrings. You guys want some? I do sell them. There's this whole thing about you don't look autistic. I was late diagnosed. This is something that a lot of us who were diagnosed later on in life have experienced because we have done nothing but coped our entire lives and hidden a lot of things. So the thing with the looking autistic, I haven't seen you guys. I know that a lot of you guys that watch this, you are late diagnosed and you kind of talk to me. I have no idea what you look like, obviously. You can't just look at someone and just be like, oh, they're probably autistic, like that one video I reacted to. I know I keep referencing it, but it's like, oh, he's autistic. Like, how can you tell that from so far away? That doesn't even make sense. Now, in this video, I'm gonna go on and mention a comment that I received from, I love you guys so much, from one of the subscribers. I mean, like, she always comments. I mentioned in my most recent video about what do you do after you get diagnosed, like what kind of directions do you go in. And I mentioned briefly in that video that I ignored that one of my coworkers actually thought that I was autistic. I was just like in the break room and my coworker comes in and they were like, I have a question for you. And I was like, okay. I was like, what's your question? They were like, are you on the spectrum? And my response was like, what spectrum? And that's how little I knew about autism at that time. I was like, what spectrum are you talking about? And then they were like, the autism spectrum. I was like, no, I just have ADHD. Might have been a couple months later, I don't remember. And I was like, hey, why did you ask me that? Because I started watching the videos, especially like Paige Lale's videos. I was just like, why would you say that? Why would you ask me that? And my coworker said, well, a lot of the things you do, I didn't make like eye contact very well. And usually I'm better at making eye contact with women anyway. And then he said that the way that I would put up the items, I don't even know what he was talking about, but evidently I did it systematically. There was this one day where I like was working with these hangers and they got really like hung up on each other, like on the hooks, and it really pissed me off, and I immediately felt like I was gonna just break down and cry, but I didn't think anyone was watching, and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, oh, I'm fine. It was something I did not realize that other people don't experience, like that frustration from like little things like that. After that, like no one had ever, except for my dad, had ever like thought that like I was on the spectrum. And I was kind of like, I wonder how many people have thought this about me. Like that was my first thing. I was like, is it that obvious? And I think maybe to the trained eye it is. And so it was then that I started looking into it. So that's like my short thing. So evidently to some people I do look autistic. I think it more so has to do with my movements, my mannerisms, the way I speak to people. My theory is that when people say you don't look autistic, I think they are looking at your phenotype and they're not looking at they're not actually observing you. The lay person may think that you have to be like breaking down in the store to be autistic. When you are aware that people will mistreat you if you do that versus not being aware that people will mistreat you if you do that, you actually will try to not break down. I cried at my brother's birthday dinner for like 20 minutes, like at the table. It was fine because it was mostly family. I think that people don't see that because we're really good at hiding it, because guess what, if we don't, you know, the repercussions might be worse than just like letting it out. I just want to use an example here. A lot of people who find out that someone is depressed, they like did not see it. How can you see what a person's going through? You really can't. So it's kind of like, how do you look at someone and you just know what's going on inside of them? It's such a spectrum that even with level 1 autism, we all experience things differently. If someone asks you, are you sure you're autistic? If you're diagnosed, tell them that a professional who diagnoses many people with autism diagnosed you. It's not just like, oh, I've never diagnosed him with autism before. 2, tell them, I mean, I know that a lot of people's retort is, well, what does autism look like? And I think that works really well for strangers that you just kind of want to get off your back. Like what do you say to that, you know? But a really good thing is, you know, just like you never know what's going on in someone's life. Like I feel like that's a better response. Like you really don't, you know? Some people have lost family members and still come to school or still gone to work, and they will not tell you. And of course, like every day when we step out of the house, we put our best foot forward. Everyone puts their best foot forward. You're going through a divorce, guess what? You still gotta show up to work and make that money. So what are you not gonna do? You're probably not gonna break down and cry as soon as you get to work. And if you are, you're gonna go hide it. So it's like that. Right now, I'm literally rubbing my feet together like this. And you wouldn't know it, but I can't stop. So tell people that. They say, you don't look autistic. Are you inside of my brain assessing my neurons and my structures? Are you a part of my soul? No, you're not. You have no idea. You guys, more than anything, one of the sensations I have the most is like this need to break something. Like I really feel like I need to break something sometimes. And so like I think I mentioned, the only fidget toys and stuff I'll get are like indestructible. So like I showed you guys this one, like this one's really hard to break. But yeah, like I can't like break, I don't want to break it because it was a gift. Like I'm not able to like rip this. People are telling you you don't look autistic. There's two different ways you can go about this. You can be openly autistic. It's very popular, especially on Instagram and probably TikTok too. I haven't been on TikTok in a while, but you know, you get one of these as a keychain, put it on your book bag. Wear a stem necklace. They have jewelry. Wear a shirt. I have like a neurodivergent sweatshirt. I wear it out just occasionally. Stem in public. And then the other route is to just continue your life as you were. Like, you know, yeah, I'm autistic. Elaborate if you want to. That's what I do. I elaborate because my thing is to educate people. You can go over the criteria. You can tell them about your personal experience. But if it doesn't seem like they're gonna be receptive, anyway, I think that's about it. I know my camera angle keeps changing. I have to keep like deleting videos off my phone so that it doesn't completely explode. Let me know about your experiences with being told that you don't look autistic. I would love to hear about it. And we are so close. We are almost at 800 subscribers and I'm very excited about it. I don't know, because like to me, 800 is just 200 from 1,000. It's all just, I just round every number up that I see. I am so excited. Thank you so much for being here with me for so long, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.